Hey guys, Stones here. Sunday again. Want to come at you with another review video of everything that I picked up from yard sales and garage sales this weekend. It was a crazy weekend. I literally pulled the stuff out of my car and laid on the picnic table to create this video. And sometimes I forget or I don't realize how much I picked up over the weekend. So we were expecting rain this weekend, and so some of the days were kind of iffy. Matter of fact, I went out on Thursday and found only one yard sale and did not buy anything from it. So everything here is from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Saturday was one of the rain days where I only found one sale. So let's get at it really quick here because I have a lot to go over. First of all, I paid $25 for this Fender Squier Stratocaster. This is the classic black body, nothing special on it. But for 25 bucks, that was a good price. Plus with the case. This is worth about $100 to $125 depending on the condition. I might bring it just to a local store, the local music store here in town, see if I can even double my money. I'd be happy with $50, maybe $70, $75 at the most. Going back here, this is probably the worst purchase of the weekend. Paid $5 for Grogu, brand new in the package, except he is filled with dog hair. There was a very friendly pit bull at this yard sale, and I did some petting, but this thing is just filled with dog hair, and even in mint condition, not really worth much. $10 to $15. I was really surprised. Paid $1 a piece for these Apple earbuds. I pick these up whenever I can. A lot of people, when they get a new whatever, they don't use them. They have their own or whatever. These are wired. I pick these up whenever I find them, so when I get iPods at the electronic recycling events, I pair them up, and people are more interested in the iPods when they get the earbuds with them. Paid $1 for this Yankee Candle. Look for the white label ones. The white label ones go for more money. Sometimes are extremely rare because they're discontinued. This one's worth about 30 bucks. Paid 50 or 25 cents a piece for these Don Ho drinking glasses. If you don't know who Don Ho is, he was kind of a weird celebrity icon, one of those guys you don't know why he's famous, but he is. But he was back in the 70s, owned some, I think, resorts and stuff out in Hawaii. But I think I can get about $30 for that set of glasses. Paid 75 cents for this ashtray. I've been getting a lot of ashtrays this year. I kind of feel like the Commonwealth picker. But this one was just cheap, and it was big, and it was fancy. So I'm thinking maybe $20 on that. Picked up this lot of magazines. This is called the Arizona Highway magazine. Some of them date all the way back to like the 40s. But I will talk more about that later. Garage sale. Picked up some of these puppets. There's a kangaroo back there, and there's a hamster. I'll probably put those together. Paid $1.50. So I'll probably put those together, try to sell them for $20, $25. This is a sing-a-majig. If you've never seen them before, when you squeeze them, they sing, but you have to keep on squeezing them to get the next phrase out of them. They discontinued these. They have collectability and have value. I think I paid 50 cents for that. And I think it was in the quarter bin. I have a few others. I lot them up and maybe get $20, $30, $40 for them. This is my second glowworm of the year. I got one earlier in the summer, but I paid up for it. I think I paid like $2 or $3 for it, and it was kind of stained up, and I got like $40 for this one. This one's in perfect condition. If it works, I've only paid 50 cents for it, and that will be about a $50 sale. Also at the same garage sale, I picked up this vintage 1982 Fisher-Price tea set. It is missing one spoon. There's one over there, but two over there. This set complete goes for about $30. So for the missing spoon, maybe $25 because they actually sell the spoons individually for $5 a piece. Paid $3 for this new set of glasses, Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty has a great following. Collectibles sell for good money. This is an older set. This is not brand new. It isn't a recent purchase. I've sold some other Hello Kitty stuff. I remember getting a Hello Kitty rice cooker, brand new, in the box for $8 at a Goodwill. And I think I sold it for like $120 to $140, something like that. Crazy good stuff if you find Hello Kitty. Picked up all these grab bags of toys today at a yard sale for $1 a piece. If I found something interested in it, I grabbed it. This Sega game, this is a vintage Sega handheld game called the Pocket Arcade. This one is called the Eternal Champions. I couldn't find any listings on that, but there are listings for other titles going anywhere from $20 to upwards of $75. Bag of yo-yos, action figures, knickknacks. There's vintage stuff. If I found something interesting in that, in the bag, I bought it $1. There's wrestling figures. I think I got 7 bags for $7, and it's also the same sale where I got the Hello Kitty, so I paid $10 total. I paid $1 for that controller. It's a generic controller, but I grabbed it anyways. This tray of silverware, the set of flatware, I picked up with the magazines. So the magazines I basically got for free. So what had happened was I pulled up to the sale on Friday. There were signs everywhere. It looked like it was supposed to be happening that day. But when I pulled in, there was no one there. There was kind of like junk everywhere. There was a huge bin in the driveway filled with stuff that had been thrown away, like massive, like one of those construction size bins that they use for clearing out, materials and stuff like that, filled to the top. I almost wanted to know what they threw away. The house was kind of nasty. It was kind of hidden away, covered by shrubs and overgrowth and all sorts of things. I stuck around hoping somebody would say, hey, what's going on? But no one showed up. So I left, meaning to go back that day, but I forgot. But I did go back. This is the only sale I got to on Saturday. And then it started pouring, so I decided to go home. Plus, I ran out of money. So the sale was going on Saturday. It was the last day for the sale. I found this flatware set. I asked them how much they wanted for it. They said $50. And then I asked them how much they wanted for the magazine. They said $5, but if you buy the flatware, we'll throw in the magazines for free. I asked them if they would take $40. They said yes, but you would have to pay for the magazines. I said, then I just want the flatware, and they said just take the magazines for free. So the magazines, I have learned from Lonnie over at Shed Flips, pick up large collections of niche magazines of unusual topics and categories. So, and someone's alarm's going off right now, but typically those do really well. And these Arizona Highway magazines deal with a lot of Native American culture, indigenous people culture, American Indian culture, and some of them date back to the 1930s. So I've looked them up. Large collections like that can go for $50, $60. So that's going to pay for everything. And this flatware set is actually complete. There's not a missing piece. It's enough for 8 people. Knives, forks, spoons, plus the table stuff, the serving stuff. This set, the brand, the design, easily $150, if not more. So that was a good pickup. Church rummage sale. There's a few churches in this area that have a rummage sale every year. Most of them have them where they start, the first day they start in the late afternoon, which makes it very convenient. It's not competing with anything else. You're not worried about missing other things by trying to go to this rummage sale. This is one of the churches where I haven't done the best at, even though they tend to have the most stuff. But this year I did pretty decent. So I picked up this set of 4 Duck Dynasty plush. They're talking plush. They say phrases in the characters' voices and they all work. Unfortunately, they're not worth a whole lot. I'll be lucky if I get $20 for the whole set. I thought this was Monster High when I grabbed it. Now, their toys, the way they work it, is most of the stuff is individually priced, but their toy section, it's donation only, and I don't know why they do that, but it's good because you can kind of control the prices of everything else. So I paid next to nothing for her, as well as that, what is that, Skylanders or whatever that might be. Paid $2 or $3 for this Fit. It's not a Fitbit, it's a View tracker type of thing. It's brand new sealed. It's worth maybe 20 bucks. Their books were only $1 a piece if they were hardcover. If they're softback, 10 cents a piece. This Where Magic Reigns, I have the only copy right now. The last copy sold on eBay without the dust cover for $25 plus shipping, Because I have the only one, I'm going to raise the price. And because I have the only one with a dust cover, I'm going to raise the price. So I'm probably going to ask about $40. Moving on to, this is one of the last sales I went to, paid $10 for this big bin of Beyblade. Beyblade does really well, especially if they're all metal. The older ones can do really, really well. I got them to throw in this Halo action figure for free. It would have been an additional $1. So $10 for all those. I picked up all these, a much bigger collection, for only $5, for $15 for all these. Plus, I have a bunch more that I've been saving up from the Goodwill outlet, from other yard sales and garage sales. I bunch them all up. I may not include the arena just because it probably will break. It's bigger, whatever. I'm not too sure. But I'm thinking between all the ones that I have, easily $100 for the huge collection. It's pretty big by now. This was the first sale for today. Picked up these toilet paper blasters. It's basically a gun that shoots toilet paper. Pretty cool. Paid $2 a piece for those. They're worth about $25 a piece. These Dojo Battles sets, they weren't selling them separately. They wanted $15 for the set of 2. These are also brand new sealed, or at least I hope they are. It looks like they are, but in new condition, I paid $7.50 a piece for these. These sell for about $50 a piece. And then I also picked up this Destiny Mega Bloks set. Do not overlook, don't think, because Mega Bloks is kind of the generic Lego, do not underestimate the value of their licensed products. All their video game stuff, Halo, Call of Duty, I've done really well. I've had sets that have been worth over $100 that I picked up for next to nothing because people said, oh, they're not Lego, they're not worth anything, but they are. So these vinyls, this is actually all the way back from Friday. I paid $5 a piece for these. I did get them to throw in the Guns N' Roses because it was in terrible condition. And I said, hey, if I pay full price for all the other ones, will you throw in Guns N' Roses? And they said, sure, because I just didn't know if it was going to be any good. So the open ones, Guns N' Roses, again, questionable because of the condition. The Divide album, probably not worth a whole lot more than the $5 that I paid for it, maybe 15. This is Day to Remember, and this vinyl is actually worth some money. Even in used condition, we're looking at $50. Ariana Grande, probably worth about $25, $30. Moana, worth about $20, $25, but I may keep that for my personal collection. And this is the one that surprised me the most. It's Beauty and the Beast. This is from the live action movie with Emma Watson. So right now there are only 3 listings on eBay for this. One is in used condition. One is lotted up with other Disney musicals, other vinyl records of Disney musicals. And another one is brand new sealed, and they want $100 for that. So basically, other than that $100 one, I'm going to have the only one that's brand new sealed that is not lotted up with other vinyls. So I'm probably going to underprice it, maybe $50, $60, $70, something like that. I don't know. But for $5, it was a good purchase. Now, the purchase of the day, the purchase of the weekend, saved it for last. This stack of vintage Monster Series books by this company called Crestwood House. This is the first thing that I saw at the first yard sale that I went to this morning. It was the same one where I picked up this new and packaged stuff, and as well as the $10 bag of Beyblade. I knew these things had value. I wasn't quite sure how much. And they had everything color coded. So based on the colors, what they were charging, they had a color on this that was set was for $1. So I was thinking, oh, $1 a piece, that's still not too bad. I'll probably grab them all up. And the lady said, no, that's $1 for the whole stack. And I took it because I knew there was value here, and I was right. Now I comped these in my car really quick, and of course, quick comps are not quite accurate. But as I dug through these, I was still surprised on the value. Now the thing about these is the first printings were hardcover. Now the hardcovers you would think are more valuable because they're hardcover, and their first printings, but the soft covers, the paperbacks, are actually more rare because they're the second print, but they didn't print as many. So for every 10 hardcovers you found, you might find one paperback. So it kind of makes them equal in value when you look up the values and comp them. So really quickly here, I think I got 8 total or more. I don't remember. The conditions are pretty bad on these, but in some were some good. So I kind of guesstimated $25 for the Wolfman, $30 for Dracula, $50 for the Mummy, $50 for Frankenstein, $60 for the Creature from the Black Lagoon, $50 for Frankenstein meets Wolfman. If this was in better condition, probably would have been worth way more. $25 for Mad Scientist, but there's very few copies of this available. $25 for King Kong. Now here's where we get better. Godzilla, $60. This one's in poor condition. The cover is off. It is a school copy. It is stamped. $60 for that, but this one is almost in near mint condition. The only thing is it has stamps from the school, but the cover is solid. A little bit of writing on the cover. $125 for that. And this was the confusing one. So this one, the Deadly Mantis, there's one in auction currently. It's a brand new auction, so you don't know how much that's going to go for. There's one that's combined with a Godzilla for $300, and then there's one that's an international sale for $150. So I'm thinking, because of the rarity of this, and even though the condition is bad, I'm thinking $100. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to list this one separately for $100. I'm going to list this one separately for $125, and I'm going to sell this as a collection for about $250, $200 to $250. Because again, I have to recomp these. I may be somewhat off on the values, so I'm thinking about $200 for everything else, and then of course those other two for, you know, $200 and what did I say, $100 and $100 and $150, $125. So that blew me away. That got me excited, and that is the review from this weekend. Have a good weekend, and talk to you soon. See ya.